Once again, hello, my name is Imita. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Code with Imita. Last time I believe we did arrays, and today we'll be doing second dimensional 2D arrays. So before we jump into the code, I want us to first know um, a few things about two-dimensional arrays. Two-dimensional arrays, they still are arrays. But there's a slight difference from a single array, the ones we just did. So when it comes to 2D arrays, we have what we call a row and a column. Okay, let me do this. We have what we call a row and a column. So I want to, okay, perfect. So let's do this 23, 34, 65. You see those three numbers, right? 45, 78, and 12. So when we speak about a column, this is a column, right? Like as in, this is column 1, this is column 2, and this is column 3. So when we speak about rows, this is this is row 1, and this is row 2. So okay, let me just add this guy. Perfect. Now it's column 1, 2, 3. Row 1, 2, 3. Perfect. So when it comes to two-dimensional arrays, we do know that the logic of a computer starts counting from 0. So here we basically, with how the computer counts, this is column number 0, column number 1, and column number 2. Okay, when it comes to the row 0, row 1, and row 2. Okay, perfect. So this is column 0, this is column 1, this is column 2. Row 1, row 0, row 1, and row 2. Okay, I believe you understand that. So when it comes to two-dimensional arrays, um same as single arrays, we have two ways of storing um elements. Okay, so I will first start with this one. So we do know that for a single array, we only have one square brackets, both left and right. So that's a single array. So now when we are doing two-dimensional arrays, we will have we will have two. In this case, we will have two square brackets, both sides. Then, okay, I want us to know this. The first square bracket is going to have the number of rows your two-dimensional array will have. So in this case, 1, 2, 3, we'll put 3 there. Okay, then the number of columns, it's also 3. Then we will put, 3. So I want you to know this. Okay, first um first square first square brackets are for rows, and the second one is for columns. Perfect. Okay, so when we are displaying this guy, we are no longer using one for loop. Now it should be nested for loops. Okay, it should be nested for loops. Okay, so it becomes a bit different here. I'll explain how. I'll explain how. Let's come here. Int y is equal to 0, y is less than max dot length. So okay, so for the outer for loop, okay, the condition, it should always be okay. If for instance here we had okay, no problem. Since I said the first square bracket is for that number of rows your two-dimensional array has, instead of doing this, we can just say 3 because we know the number of rows our two-dimensional array has. Okay, but we choose to do it like this. Okay, so here is another way. You can say 3 if you do know the number, the rows, the number of rows your two-dimensional array has. You can just put the number there, or you can just do this. That also works. Okay, that also works. Let's do the same thing here. That also works. Okay, but for beginners, for us beginners, we can just say 3 because we know how many rows and columns we have. Okay, we know how many rows and columns we have. So this becomes a bit tricky, not really tricky, but a bit tricky. So I want us to say, okay, cool, let me do this. Okay, so the first one is rows, so we'll say X. That's responsible for the rows. The second one is columns, so we'll say Y. Okay, perfect. So let's just come here. Print line. Okay, cool. I want us to run this and see the results. Max 0, 0, 0. Oh, sorry. Okay, they all 0. Oh, the reason they are 0 is because we have nothing inside our two-dimensional array. We have nothing inside our two-dimensional array. So this is one of the ways you can do it. Another way is you not specifying the size and stuff, number of columns, the same logic we had for a single array. So we can say 23, 45, and 45. We can have 34, 87, 23. We can have 45, 87, and that guy. Okay, so let's just run this and see. So now we have these values. As you can see, the values are being displayed. So that's basically how we display two-dimensional arrays. Okay, that's how we display two-dimensional arrays. Just to make this understandable. Okay, perfect. As you can see, we have 3 rows, 1, 2, 3, and 3 columns, 1, 2, 3. So if I remove this guy, I have how many rows? 2 rows. So this guy will have to change 2. Then the columns stay the same, and as you can see, the results are still the same. One, two, three. Yeah, the results are still the same. But with it being back, we should definitely have that. Then if we run this guy, those are the results, as you can see. So that's it for for two-dimensional arrays. I'm avoiding to dive deeper, because if I do dive deeper into it, I will, the video will be a bit long, because you have to display it in a certain way for exams and tests. So yeah, just this is the basic way of understanding two-dimensional arrays. And thank you for your time. See you next time.